Unretirement. It is a new trend in the job market as retirees see more options for flexibility due to the lack of workers. And Tom Gimbel from LaSalle Network joins us to talk about this trend. Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Micah. How are you?
Good. So who's unretiring?
Well, there's a lot of people. We're dealing with a couple different things. Number one, we've got record low unemployment in the white-collar service areas specifically. So when you have record low unemployment, you've got to go wherever you can to find the workers. And a lot of times companies are letting people retire and then bringing them back. And when you do that, it happens that they don't need benefits anymore. They're taking their pension if they have one, or their 401k, and you can bring them back on a part-time level or a full-time level as consultants, or hire them back in a permanent capacity. And then you intersect that with inflation, and the retirees who retired 3 or 4 years ago, the cost of living has gone up. Mm-hmm. So they actually need more money, so they want to come back into the workforce.
So these are older people who are not like 20s and 30s, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless things have changed, Micah. I mean, most people in their 20s don't retire yet.
Well, I don't know. You never know who you're talking to.
Well,
if I win the lottery, I'm retiring.
We're not in Silicon Valley yet, Micah. Right. It hasn't gotten that good.
Right. Okay, so they're still vital, you're saying, and there are incentives.
Absolutely.
And there are incentives out there too, right?
There are. And so what you have happened is you've got people who retired, maybe not at 65, maybe at 60, 62, 63, and maybe even some that retired at 65. And it depends on the level of the job, of what they're capable of doing and what they want to do. But when you have 11 million jobs and fewer of that people looking for them, you've got to fill the gap. So the question is, can I get somebody who's reliable? Can I get somebody who's going to show up? Can I get somebody who's worked in an office environment before? You know, all of these things add up. And when you look at it, to go to retirees, it makes so much sense. And then it was really harder to entice retirees previously to come back into the workforce. Mm-hmm. But now, again, like I said, with the cost of living, the cost of gasoline has increased, rents have increased, vacations have increased, that to go back into the workforce, remember, every dollar you make makes up for a dollar you don't spend by being at home all day and going shopping or on vacation. So it's almost like you're double dipping as a retiree to be going back into the workforce.
So people who are watching today and they decide, hey, I want to unretire, what's the first step?
First step is getting that resume back up to speed, right? So you want to make sure that you have it going back to your last job and what you were doing, number one. Number two, put it online. Let the recruiters do the work for you. Right now, there's such a dearth of talent right now that you're going to have recruiters calling you. Number three is to really think about what you want to do and how much time you want to put in. You don't want to wait until you get a job offer and then say, well, I only want to work part-time, or I don't think that's what I want to do. If you liked what you were doing before, odds are there's a need there, and that's where your highest worth is going to be, so go back into it. And then secondarily, think if you want to work full-time or part-time, and make sure you say that up front so you don't burn any bridges later on.
It just reminds me of the movie The Intern with Robert De Niro, how he went back as an intern in a different capacity, and he loved it. He was so vital and so helpful there, even though it was just a movie, but still, kind of like that, sort of?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of aspects to it, but I think if we're going to go to Nero, let's make sure it's not Raging Bull and you walk into the ring and get beat up because you're too old. So I think we've got to make sure, Micah, that we're staying focused here. And I love movies as much as the next person, so we've got to be clear. But yeah, there's absolutely no. When you shake your head like that with such disdain, Mike, it hurts. It makes me sad.
I want to know why you're off from work today.
No, I'm not off from work today. I came home a little early, and I did some work at home, and my son has his last regular season lacrosse game tonight. Okay. Highland Park Giants playing at Walters Field. I've got to go watch him. He's going to college in the fall. I got to take it while I can get it with my kid.
I understand. Go Giants. Thanks, Tom. Have a good day.
And Cooper Gimbel specifically.
Bye.
He was good with that shout out there. That's how you do it.